Hello, chat. Hope you all are well today. Today is Wednesday. We are back on leg.gg extraction build to do some more building and hopefully finish up the underwater lab today. We have to do some texturing, some detail work, make some pillars, and then do the interior. So hopefully we can get that all done today. But hope you all are well. This right now, just for context, is the Pale Garden that Legs and others were working on yesterday. So it's just a bunch of different stuff built around. And also last night, if you were watching Lagundo's stream, you would have saw a little glimpse into the horror-based escape room that I have made. And luckily, it was very scary and very terrifying and felt like a proper horror game, and so I am glad that it went well. So I was sleeping here, it's all good. But yeah, so today though we got I'm going the right way. So that was yesterday. I'm gonna start working on that editing probably once I get those two clips, and I can record another group and then finish it. So Alright, chat. So here's what we had. For those that missed it, we expanded here. It used to only go to like here and stop. Lagundo said I could make it bigger if I wanted to, so I did. So I made the platforms bigger. But I do need to kind of retexture and such. Take like this, and I need to like go through all of these little points and do all the little nitty gritty detail work. So that's what we have for today, chat. I'll just do two groups. Yeah, the reason why is because, like, as you saw, Legs and Jaws run was 52 minutes. And then when I first did a recording with Owen and Luann, they had a time around like 32 minutes, give or take, just because they were able to find the keys faster. But that's still 82 minutes in total. And that's a lot of time and a lot of stuff that would like need to get like edited out, and I don't want to cut things out when I don't need to. Chat. So the reason why chat's gone is because this is the same screen. And you just need to make it a separate recording screen, like a separate recording thing. It's just because it's the same screen that I use to record my stuff on OBS. So that is why. Chat exists. But yeah, so that's kind of why there'll most likely only be two groups. It just depends. And like Owen and Luann are redoing their run simply because of a little bit of a technical error that happened. But that's okay. Because I've rehid the keys, I redid the map layout, so they understand the mechanics, but they don't know where everything's at, so it should still be fine. Up. Alright, there we go there, and then let me... I'm actually gonna do this instead. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. But there. It's fine. Yeah, chat, what have y'all been up to? How have y'all's days been so far? Cool. Place there, place one there, place one there. Alright, now let me do this side. Watched the movie, fun. Woke up 20 minutes ago. You know what? Yeah, your day just started. So yeah, you had a pretty good day so far. Procrastinating, by the way, chilling. Sometimes we all procrastinate. It's fine. Drawing a D&D character, that's fun. Been nauseous, that's not good. That's not fun. What happened here? Oh. There we go. And how do we survive in a zombie apocalypse? That's, yeah, good little thing. Build my mega build on Minecraft. Cool. Told I could get a tattoo. Oh, that's good. That's fun. Let's see there. I need to go on this side. Water. Up, 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 up. I'm gonna have to go back through and like retexture all these little slabs. Not slab stairs and walls. The one benefit is that since we built this all underwater, we don't really have to waterlog everything. Which is a good thing. There we go. And then all that should just be floor level. No. I thought I just missed. Yeah, it's all floor level. So we don't have to worry about that. Cool. Did we do anything else? No, we did not. And I think that's okay. Envious, which means regardless, is actually when he forms MCR. What's this building for? Basically, this is a build for a game that Lagundo's making called Extraction. Basically, it's an extraction looter game that takes place in the concept of what's the word? Like Arc Raiders, The Division, and those type of games. So, exclamation mark project. Thank you. But yeah, basically it's that. My arm, and it's starting to cramp. Well, your arm is now the dog's pillow. So unfortunately, that is now your life, and you have no other option. Block, waxed. I just need that one. Thank you, game. No, it needs to be sparse. Can I randomize the seed a bunch of different times? Do that, scale it big. I need small. There we go. And now I can just go all in through here and... redo all the texturing on these little areas. There we go. I do to there, I have to do it on the bottom. Like so. And then right here. And then I can probably just come into here and do it this way. Sweet. It actually makes this so easy. It's so nice. I need weathered wax there, and then I also need waxed weather copper. Really cool. And I should just be able to... oh wait, no, those aren't... I need normal waxed copper. Need you. There we go. Nice little paintbrush. Super easy to use. There we go. Anywhere else that I missed? Not really. Checking all my angles right now. That's too much. Cool. Oh yeah, thank goodness if I do it manually, it'd take a lot longer. But luckily, I don't have to. So it's great. What do you think? What do you think would you do if you returned early? So I don't really know what I would do if I was turned early in VSMP. Mainly because I just, in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to turn. I'm unless something really unfortunately happens, I'm not going to turn. It's Axiom. It's a really nice, useful mod for building. Yeah, in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to turn. Like, I'm not going to allow myself to get turned. Which sounds crazy. Because you can't, like, you cannot prevent it, right? Like, if it happens, it happens. But for some reason in my head, oh, what is it? There's copy properties. Thank you. In my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna turn. It's not gonna happen. And so, kind of because of that, I don't really have a plan if I was to get turned or not. Like, I think it just depends on how I wanted. If it was super, super early into the series, like if I got turned in episode 1 somehow, right? I would have probably pivoted my storyline and probably would have done something different and been more quote unquote evil, bad, so on and so forth, right? Probably went an entirely different storyline. But if it was like towards episode 4, around there, like 4 or 5-ish, maybe episode 3 to 4, I might have still like been turned. But if I went with the plot line of that he was still working with the whole vampire organization stuff, it might have been like, even though he was a vampire, he would still try to help the humans just because he wants to leave, right? But at the same time, he also didn't care too much what happened to people as long as he could leave, right? So I don't know. It's kind of up to viewer interpretation in a way. Just because of how what's the word I'm looking for? Just because of how, like, different things could end up, right? So there's no, like, set in stone of what could and could not happen, really. Really. Up in circumstance, yeah, basically. Because like I said, it's not one that I could just tell you right away what would and would not happen. Point 1, point 2, point 3. Scroll up, over. Where do I need this? There. Cool. And then there. Move tool, right? I know there's a way you can rotate stuff, but I forget how. There's a way to rotate things. How do... Because I found it, and then I lost it, and then I forgot how to do it. Control R? Is it with move tool, or... Oh, it is. Thank you. Thank you for that, Silver. But... Cool. Yeah, that makes it easier. Because then I can take you and you. And then there we go. And then I need you. I feel like the weight of that does not make any sense on its placement. Heaven, thank you for the reset for 4 months. I appreciate that. I think I also missed someone else. Oh yeah, Crimea River as well. Thank you for the reset performance as well from earlier in today's stream that I missed at the start of this stream. Thank you for that. Kind of curious. What is... He's immortal, so what happens with his human lovers? Assumes with them never transcend human lifespan, or would he use his work abilities to turn them into dancers too, or would he ask a friend to turn them? Would he grieve their death if he doesn't? If he didn't, or if he refused to become a vampire, does he only date immortals like himself, or does he simply not care for romantic love less than anyone? So, like, I think ideally he would date someone that would be immortal, that is tied to the organization. Similar to how his parents, even though they were human, still both worked within the organization. Um, but when it comes to his like love life and such, I honestly don't know. I never thought about it of like, oh, he's now immortal. How does he view the world with relationships and such? Does he let the people that are humans die? And like, I never really thought about it. But like, I think if anything, if he was to date someone, it would have to be someone within the organization because the risk of trying to keep that hidden and secret is too great. Um, and so he kind of needs to. I'm gonna move this. Uh, Figure that out. I would say. Move to there. Yes. And now it's just waterlogged. Okay, hold on. I need the clone. I'm playing these. And then Control R. Finish. Yeah, that's better. And then I can move this one to that side over there. I'll probably put it here. Nope. Firm. Finish. There we go. I need to break this now. Break that all up. Cool. And then just, I need you. There, and that's fine. Actually, I'll move it over one. But move it over one, confirm. Yeah, it's water, that's fine. I'll just do that, that fills it up. And then I can put a stair there. That's better. That feels more like it's actually being held up now. Does the organization have an HR department? Oh, most definitely, yeah. There is an HR department in the organization. Human resources, health and resources, vampire resources. It would have an HR, it'd have a VR. It would have the proper things that are needed within an organization, yes. V abolish actually starting a family and was curious about your thoughts on that. I'm gonna say this as simple as possible. Vampire Abolish was a character that I had a rough idea on, and then everything else follows happened on the fly slash impromptu slash trying to get into detail that would fit into the narrative of vampires. I gave a little bit of backstory. I gave the city of Blackwyn, and I left it really, really open. Just for interpretation and such. So when there's the question of like, what do you start a family? I have no idea. like I had I written like I wrote down his parents, the Morcant family line, what the organization was and was about, the different like branches and such, and a little bit of hobbies that he did in case like I got asked questions like, oh, what do you do for fun type deal by any of the cast members, and then what the actual story pertained for him to be in Oakhurst. Everything else past that was most likely improv added if you saw it in Vampires, or I just didn't think about. What are vampire bosses' hobbies? So, dude, like, is very much just a like he reads, he would work out, he would play the piano because that was one of the instruments that I said in Vampires SMP that he knows how to play. Um, but then like as time progressed, right, and as like evolution, like society advanced in technology and such, he would start most likely getting into like um probably certain video games. He would probably have like a favorite kind of, and again, this is very, very broad. Probably clean his equipment, yeah. Probably still like train and whatnot. Still like he'd probably play video games, like I said. I don't know what genre of video games, but he would most likely play certain video game genres. Um, branches. So when I say branches, it's basically like there are different resources of the organization, right? And for the most part, that can just stay attached, so that's fine. That's being supported that way. There does need to be a support beam here, though, so do need to connect that up. How do I do that for? Okay, I do it like that. Gosh dang it. So, like, for example, and this is my little headcanon theory stuff. In a momento, let me do that, and then nope. So like, when I say branches, I mean like, the organization isn't just only two vampires. There are different houses, families, that are like under the umbrella of the overall organization that specify and work with other supernatural creatures to fight against other supernatural creatures, aka vampires, werewolves, and so on and so forth. It would sort of be collaborating independence of decentralization, but underneath one big organization, if that makes sense. So each house has their own stuff. And each house is specialized. Bigfoot 100% real. Yeah, at that point, you could say Bigfoot's 100% real. Be specialized in different things. So like, for example, the Morcant family, the Valoc family, and other families were all under a umbrella that would work together to deal with vampires. Then there are other families that would work together to focus on werewolves. And then there would be other families that focus on, hypothetically, like zombies and so on and so forth. So that is kind of the idea that I have for it. And those families cross paths. So, like, for example, if a Valoc family member understands, it's very Modular then? Yeah, sort of in a way. So, for example, the Veylock family has worked with families that specialized in fighting werewolves, and vice versa. Werewolf specialized houses worked with the Veylock family, Morcam family, and other families to fight against certain vampires. All these houses understand how the opponents work, right? Like vampires, you need a wooden stake and garlic and so on and so forth. Werewolves, you need silver bullets and that type of stuff. I'm saying, but it can be for him. I'm saying werewolves just because it's the other closest thing to vampires, but it can be about any type of like mythos creature or of those genres, so like zombies, werewolves, vampires, the undead in general. Like anything that unicorn honestly, yeah, if they're a danger, unicorn house, sure, why not? Um Dragons, possibly, maybe. I again, we start branching into how big of a fantasy world do we get into, right? And that is something that would be entirely down to Pow's final decision. Um, but I say werewolves because of Pearls canonically being half a werewolf, so it's the easiest thing to explain. Um, but like the families know how to fight every type of creature that is a threat to human society and vice versa. That basically becomes a that are evil and so on and so forth, right? And so they know how to fight it. But if there's someone too great of a challenge just for like someone who's not specialized in that, they will then interact with those other houses to deal with the problem. We brain specialized for collaborating benign entities. Maybe again, I don't know what the estimate would be. It would have to come down to the idea from Pow of like, so here are all the creatures in the world of Vampires SMP, and then each creature that they say there would be a house for it. And the reason why for that is because that means that if in case any of those creatures are innately really bad, then there'd be a house to make sure it's fine. Might be unlikely, yeah. So like it just depends. In Minecraft for the first time, was it with mod? No, it was entirely by vanilla. Like I could build all this purely in vanilla Minecraft, but I also know that it takes a lot of time, and if I needed to drain all this out and then carve all this out by hand, I would be using TNT and such. So I've learned mods in like the last month or so for specifically this. There, I need a pillar here. Yep, one right here. So, but that. Pirate's name? The purple alien from Pirates? Cruppy. Wait, why are we talking about Cruppy? And the and it wasn't an alien, it was corruption. Corruption. Cruppy was a part of Ivy. Oh, it needs to be moved over by one. Gosh darn it. Okay, let me. Oh, we got a leak. To the One Pow University. Yeah, the one thing with PoW is that there is no multiverse in the PoW universes. They're all kind of their own independent. They're their own independent. What's the word? Universes and worlds and such. The only way us creators are allowed to have characters that like world hop and travel between them is entirely because we what's the word? We have to have characters that are separated, that aren't a part of the actual universe themselves. It's the only way for us like to be allowed to have those characters. There you go, cool. That's there, that's to that supports up there. Could I fit a pillar here? I can fit one here. Okay, so I explained this in the stream of what the church is in Vampire's SMP. But for those that weren't here before that, I'll re-say it and re-explain it. That church is just the church where he was an orphan at. Like, that's all that was. That was just the church he was an orphan at. So that's why you hear, like, the bells ringing and children running around laughing and such. It's because it's to tie into the church adoption, and that's the church that has the adoption orphanage thing, and... Yeah, the church ran the orphanage. Like Data Shumarn, yep, basically. I thought Cruppy was cool. Cruppy was just a little guy. I actually have a Cruppy plushie. But yeah, so like that's just all that is. It doesn't add any more like big detail. It was just to give connotation, or not connotation, connection. To the idea that simply, I need to move this over one. That like, hey, this guy had a nightmare, and like he's kind of traumatized by this. Whoops, that's not what I was meant to do. So like that's kind of what it is, really. Like it's nothing more than just him having a nightmare and like tying it into the story narrative. Bup, bup, bup. We'll skip one, and then... There we go. How's it going? It's going good. We're just doing the, like, exterior portion right now, and then we're gonna do the interior after. Alright, cool. So that seems to be it. We now can start decorating the inside. Wait, hold on. I forgot another side. I need to do... Oh, no, I don't, because Lagundo copied and pasted it. Right. Thank you, Lagundo. Cool. All right, so... Also, chat, Lagundo said that I am fully free to add an iron golem spawner in here. That, like, spawns one iron golem as a security drone. So, he gave me the command thing to create the custom spawner. So we can do that later. Metal microwaves. But yeah, so... We're gonna start building here. We'll build... Actually, let's build the rec room first. Let's get these 2 rooms done first, and then we can... That's gonna break all of that. Yep. There you go. That's fine. What you just placed. Yep. Yeah. Let me do this first. Cool. I feel like playing X06. Let me grab this real quick just so I can... And then there. Trying to fix the lighting in this because it's copy and pasting the light texture, which it does not need. There you go. Okay, so we got this room right here, chat. I say this room we do weight room. We do like weights and such. So how in the world I'm gonna have to look up Minecraft. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out how to do Minecraft weights. Hold on. Yeah, because I just need gym equipment. So... Okay. I have an idea what I can and cannot do, so that works here. Thank you very much. Okay. Anvils, carpet. Actually, oh, I actually just closed out of my game. That was weird. Maybe not do anvils. We'll do stairs instead. With just simple light gray carpet. I need a slab. Workout bench. I need armor stands. Actually, well, no, I need end rods first. Or actually, we'll just do chain. Chains are end rods. Probably end rods. Or we'll just check both just to see. Because the thing with end rods is that they have, hold on. I need to put a block there. That, and there, and then this needs to go here. Darn. Async ability. Actually, I can just use water as well. How do I want to do that? Actually, can I... Hold on. Because I'm needing to do this all underwater, which is the annoying thing. I'm gonna have to go this way. Oh wait, well, I forgot to put the chains here first, and then... Does it actually stop the thing now? Am I gonna have to do this different? Hopefully not. If so, that's gonna be annoying. Because I need something to hold... Yeah, it does stop it. Okay, that's kind of annoying. How do I want to do this then? Because I want to just basically take... like... Like that. Right, like I need... Yeah, like, I know I can also do wither skulls and such. I'm trying to just... what's the word? That actually fits more. I'm trying to get it to where armor stand here. But for some reason it doesn't want to... Actually, can I just force place? No, bypass block extinction, tinkering. Hmm. Wait, what if I push it this way? I might have to push it the other direction. But, okay, or better, put it here. And then I push those blocks forward. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, chat. I have an idea. Because I can... Right, yeah, okay, cool. So if I go here like this. Go to the... That's buttons. Don't need buttons, I need carpet. Change maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do something a little bit different. I don't think you can push the chain, but you can push the... How would I want this? Okay, yeah, this is gonna be annoying to do, but you know, that's fine. I need to make a whole separate cube right now, just so water doesn't get in this. Okay. So we have our little thing here. We can put an armor stand here, an armor stand there. We can get the chains. Line them across like that way. This one actually have to go back up by one because I forgot chains are still considered a full block. So there we go. What we can then do is take a piston like that. Might need to go a little bit farther back with this, but this to there. There we go. And then I should... Cool. It's like it's racked up on the bar. That's all I was trying to do. Oh, hold on. There you go. Now we get carpet. Now I can do this. And then we can get, what's it called? Wither skulls. Put those on the ends here. And now you got a barbell that's being held up properly. Yeah, also, random fact. What's a random fact? What's a random fact about me? Oh. You know what? Sure. Knock on wood, but I've never broken a bone yet in my body. For all the sports activities that I have done so far, I have never broken a bone in my body yet. So I will take that as a good win. And knocking on wood, yeah. Cool. And then I can go here. I can get some iron. I can get some slabs. What's a good... Probably deep slate tile. Ooh, polished. Polished looks more rubber. Chat, how many treadmills should this place have? What are we thinking? 2 or 3. That sounds about right for a gym. I actually might have to put the treadmills on this side to make it even. They can have 3 treadmills. And get the cardio in. There we go. No music? It's just quiet right now. I can turn up for y'all. Luckily, I'm accident prone. You said there's like 12 people. Yeah, give or take. Doesn't mean they're always here at once, but not everyone's going to be working out. It's not like a full gym. It's just supposed to keep everybody healthy. I broke it. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to see this real quick. That's why. How to do like a proper weight rack? Because I want to hold like weights here. Maybe I can just do one armor stand. How would I do one armor stand? Because I would have to go here. Or like here, but I need the chains to go there, but the chains don't want to do that. Like this is fine. This isn't. It can push chains, yeah. It's still a block. Like a piston can push a chain up to 16. It just acts like a block. Because like bench just I'm just gonna have just dumbbells on the floor. Actually no, it's easier for me to justify doing it this way. Well, when in doubt, use slabs and trapdoors. See, I don't like how it's floating. That's my issue. It's floating. Wait, actually, slash HB, HDB, search. Wait. That's not. Player heads, player heads, player heads. Barbell. I don't know. No. Okay, I have no idea what's gonna. Hmm. Like, I want to put, like, weights, just, like, free weights. Chat, what is a good item that's a free weight that I can place? Wait, actually? Hold on. Medicine balls. Ruby Scythe, thank you for the raid. Come on, Raiders. Heavy core, that's a good idea. Hope you all had a wonderful stream. Wait, it doesn't actually connect to that. Sad. Right, medicine balls. Can I put a lever on top of this? Probably not. Nope. Darn. Hmm. All right, so we got like medicine balls that you could throw, rotate. I wish I could put a lever on top of this to make it a kettlebell. That'd be great. I go ball. Is there like a black ball? Stone ball could maybe work. That's all caps. Really? Can I just get like a simple metal player head? Oh, heavy core heads. Wait. Yes. Okay, that's better. There we go. Wait, hold on. I can do tilted forwards. Oh, darn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that all over again. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Gonna give me a second. I need to do this so stuff doesn't activate. Thank you very much. Are you? Really? That's what caused it to update? Annoying. Dumb annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that one as well now. Luann? 32 months. That's crazy. And Nick as well. 32 months in total as well. Dang, it's been that long? It's crazy. Well, thank you for the subs. I appreciate that. Hope you all are well. God, like, even if I have the freeze thing on, it doesn't update. It's crazy. They're the exact same though. Hold on, let me go here. No, let me. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up higher. Trying to make a weight room right now for those that are wondering what I'm doing. I keep accidentally pressing disconnect. Trying to win. I literally read the message. Alright, hold on. Let me go there, there. That needs to go there, that needs to go there. I need a lever here. Flip that. Thank you very much. I need to flip another one. There, flip that. Cool, awesome. Those are now lined up. I can break all that, break those, unfreeze, break all this now. And voila. That's better. That's way, way better. Alright, so we got like a little weight section, we got our running section. Do we put a, what's it called? Punching bag. Like 1 to 2 punching bags right here. Alright, get some wool. Get some banners. Get some chain. And get some slabs. Probably the same slab as that. That seems... no, it's not. It's not really. It's 1 block up. I mean, I could put them like here. But I don't know if I won't be able to do that, so I have to actually move it over 1. Alright, cool. A bike machine? Oh, yeah, I can put a bike machine in here. I can put it right here going this way. How the photos have it that I'm looking at right now, it's with some stairs. And then it's a chain. And of course has a armor stand, because why not? And it has a fence. We're gonna use pale oak for it. And then it has player head. I need just a ball. I need a ball that would fit the idea of a pedal. A stone ball probably could work. Alright, so facing, we'll face it out this way. We'll face it this way for it. So it's there. You have the player head there with a chain in the middle, right? So it's like that. You then technically could put carpet above, like that, so it's just you're sitting. I then need to get this. I think if I just put a piston here, it should be fine, because waterlog and such. So lever here. Or not. Cool, thank you, game. Maybe I have to push this into said piston. Again, I have no idea. I don't usually work with armor stands, so we are learning as we go. Yes. And there you go. Bicycle. Your little elliptical. Technically, we can break this as well to make it a bit more like you're seated, but I mean, that's where you sit, right? cool. Yeah, I'll just take that. All right, cool. And then we will get some like light blue carpet as like yoga mats and such. Cool. All right, now we need to actually make this all dirty and not like a nice little clean area. So let me grab all this stuff. Again, I need this to be way more dirty. So a lot of mud, a lot of dust and debris. Like that. We need some chest, so I can put a chest here, and I will put a chest right here. Just so they know. Mob spawner there. Stuff right here. Alright, and now we go to the next room. Being off-centered, it's always off-centered. The room's entirely always going to be off-centered. Like, I can move this one over to 1, but I want these to spawn properly, so I really don't mind it being off-centered. Asymmetry is fine. It's perfectly okay. You'd be surprised of how many interior design things are like asymmetrical and they look perfectly fine until you notice it. All right. Real quickly though, before we continue on, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, but then I'll be right back. So, chat, go get a snack, get some water, go use the restroom as well if you need to. But I will be right back. All right, chat. I am back. Ugh. Okay, so we got this done, which I think has turned out pretty good. Okay. Now we have this room. In this room is ping pong tables. It is the ping pong table billiards room. Which looks pretty easy to make. So we'll have a ping pong table here. We'll have like a pool table here. Probably like pool here, ping pong table here. Yeah. I need carpet. I need lime green carpet. I need white carpet. I need fences, so we'll probably use netherrack. Cool. Okay, so we'll say center's here. Oh, we also need. Yeah, we'll do. I see what they did. Actually, I should just be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can't make it too big. But this. Oh, I see what I need to do. Okay, wool. If only. Oh, I need to do that on that side. That's why. There to there to there and that. Ping pong table. I wish this wasn't as tall, but you know what? We can't really complain. Yeah, I'd say that's a good ping pong table. Is there anything? What if I get a slab? That's better. Uh, cobwebs. I mean, well, the thing is with cobwebs, it's not so much about the cobweb thing. It's more about the height, because like that's just tall. That's just you're hitting it straight into the net. I wish there was something that's a like half block height that was like transparent. You know, that's gonna be close enough to what we have to do because they're gonna have to hit it over. So that works. All right, and then we're gonna do a pool table here. Actually, it's gonna have to come here because you need space on one side. Alright, I'm watching a quick tutorial on how to make furniture, so... It's actually a really big table. Okay, so it is a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 3 by 5. Got it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like this. You know what? That's fine. I think that's okay. And then they got signs. They got some dark oak signs, and I think some normal signs. Oh, it's birch signs. You know what? We're gonna use... Wait, what? Did I do this wrong? Oh, I did this wrong. Like that instead, which lines up better. Cool. So it is one there, one there, one there, and then one there, one there, one there. Yep, cool, awesome. Okay, then they have trap doors. Along the side here. Cool. They have moss. Cool. We can technically also, if we want, we can take like carpet on like the four corners. Could also just leave it. Do we leave it? We're gonna leave it. Cool. And then you know what I could also do back here? Because I saw a photo of it. Hold on. Actually, it's going to be pretty easy to make, I think. Yeah, so I need some slabs. I need some quartz slabs. I need a quartz stair. Right here. We'll go here. Up, up, up. Right. No, actually, it needs to go back one. Here. There. There, there. We're going to switch that around. I'm actually going to do a quartz block there. Can I do this sideways? Oh, I can. Lovely. No, it needs to be all one color. Hold on. Smooth. Let's try to make it all no lines. No lines whatsoever. So there. Block. Line, there. And then we'll do another slab color. Resin brick could be nice. Yeah. And a button in the center. Well, I'm looking at what other stuff people did. Yeah, cool. And then again, trapdoors. Hold on, looking real quick. Yeah, cool. Okay. And then here we can get a wall. Probably the resin wall. It fits. And connect it up. Get a fence. We'll do acacia. Over. Get some carpet. Should I move this? No, I shouldn't move it over. Actually, we'll just leave it like this instead. But we'll get a warped and a crimson. I'll put the warp side here. Crimson side here. And then I need a lever. Facing this way. And one facing this way. Air hockey table. So, puck in the middle, air hockey table, ping pong table, billiards table. They now got their games. What happened here? Alright, cool. And then we can throw a chest into here. I just got some. What am I using? Let's get some tough. Tough stairs. Put a chest there. I can put a chest here. I can get the spawner. I can put the spawner there. There we go. See, I don't know if they're going to spawn outside. That's the issue I don't know yet, is if they will spawn outside the water, and if I have to put it, like, dead center on every single room. Because I do not know yet. It's... something we will have to figure out. And we will have to wait and see when that happens. Snacks. Just snacks to eat. Or people want to think it's video game. Can we? No. No, well, any other snack stuff? Not crisp snack bag. There we go. They're probably stale, but you know what? It's fine. What about Scooby Snack? No. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. I'm just gonna, just to be safe, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Yeah, they aren't gonna break though. Alright, cool. There, we'll put a cobweb here. Again, trying to just have this place all decayed. All right, cool. So that's good there. We can probably put some lockers here, right? Like we can probably put a locker right here. And then also a locker, I'll put a locker on this side. There we go. Just so like people can put storage and that in them. And then we can get a wall with some iron trapdoors. Cool. Barrel. Let me just put a barrel in there for now. Awesome. All right. So we have finally finished everything on this side. Everything should be done now. There's a chest there, a chest there. One chest there, a chest there. One chest here. Actually, I'll leave it as just one chest in that room, and then I'll put two chests in here, which is fine. One chest there. And now this room. We're gonna do a little like nook area right here, so we'll get some chairs. We'll get some bookshelves. Those are not bookshelves. Actually, make this a table. Let's go. He would have to be here. Like that. Actually, I can push it back one. That's fine. There we go. Or we... How do I want to do this? Like... That's there. That's fine. I can put some more bookshelves here. That's fine. Do we do like this, maybe? Probably this. Probably like that. And then we can have like a little table here. Or we can just put a slab here and that works. There we go. That works, actually. Little area, just little table they can put their stuff in, talk, sit, hang out. Book there, there and there. Cool. Little just area, mob spawner. Right there though. Cool. I need to take care of the workers. Yeah, because I'm the one that's making it. Yeah, if I was running an entire facility underground, I'm trying to make sure that the people that are under there have at least some life, some source of relaxation if you're spending your entire time underwater. Okay, there we go. Now we'll break some of those. We will then fill in some of the rest. We'll get some glow lichen and we'll place it on the floor. There we go. You gotta make sure that they at least get some, at least the bare minimum. Exactly, at least the bare minimum. And you know what? They also get a little TV to watch stuff on. And little record players as well. They can sit here, they can watch their stuff, they can enjoy the shows, they can also, you know what? Different TVs in different rooms. There you go. And this is just them putting in their stuff there. We can all work there. We can cram 99 people. The facility fits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This place needs to be dirty and more worn down. Why am I hearing... Why am I hearing running water? I shouldn't be hearing running water. Like, I should be hearing some, but not... I might just be going crazy. But it feels like there's water running. Yeah, no, there is water running. It's just the game's not actually showing me that there's running water. I don't know why I don't know how I picked that up. It's just you know you play this game way too much. When I know something was off, when I'm in a building surrounded by water, I shouldn't be hearing flowing water right now when there was nothing visually showing. But the game was just not properly showing it. So I heard it based off of a sound cue. How's building going? Building's going good so far. I'm needing the fix. Yeah, there's just like this entire like every area that I'm been adding stuff to, the game isn't updating it right, so it's causing water to flow without actually showing it. Like here. And that's why I've gone silent right now, because I'm trying to hear all the sound discrepancy of what should and should not be causing water sources to flow. That's so weird. Like you're a full source block of water. I don't know what you're trying to fill into when the water is already full. It's like you're trying to fill a glass that's already full of water with more water. It's just not going to work. It's just going to overflow. Like, where? Oh, I somehow flooded this with water. Okay. We're gonna have to fix all this real quick. Yep, and of course there's more here. It's actually crazy how, like, even though I used the paintbrush tool to basically fill all the air with source blocks of water, the game still decided to have spaces where it's just not water. And instead is being flowed into. It's an easy fix, it's just weird. Like, I don't know why I noticed it, but it's just so weird. Like, there shouldn't be any noise coming from this water. It should be dead silent. Not flood room. Oh, No, I have voice. Thank you for that. Moss is good. Thank you for the resub for 2 months now. Just got first of the build. Thank you. Yeah, this is so weird though. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Subtitles, it's gonna, I think, slightly help, but I don't know if it will. Where is it? Hides. No. Here. Okay. And then all here. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'm just gonna. Everything is waterlogged game. It shouldn't take this long to fill a lake. There should be no running water this low in a massive lake when all of its source blocks. I'm going to lose my mind. Nothing. Okay. Where? Brother. Oh my goodness. I feel like every time I'm about to be done, it's not done. Just the faint noise of water ASMR in the background. And the cookies, they came out incredible. Nice. Oh my goodness, chat. This is just a nightmare. This is just never-ending water. And it's so faint of a noise. Oh, that's also why. I've somehow flooded. How do I flood this? Water does not make any sense in Minecraft. It really doesn't. Okay, back to down here. And right here, of course. Replace all flowing water with water sources. There's a flood function. There is a flood function, but it's not... All these are considered source blocks. Because I use source blocks to fill it in. I just don't know why it's not all filled in with source blocks. I filled some of it manually, yes. But there's also, when filled in manually, water will just instantly connect to itself to make a source block. Especially when you put it next to each other. And so it should have just automatically filled everything. But for some reason it didn't, and I don't know why. Okay. Possible chance it bugged, possible chance that it just happened, or it was human error and I did something wrong. Because I could have fully done something wrong. I have no idea. I'm just not trying to fix it. I have... I'm like, I've filled all that with water already. It's like I have to go by a 3x3 in every single area so the water stops trying to fill into just a random gap. Like, where's this water source coming from? Oh. This side, that's where this water source is coming from. Got it. Like, where's... where's the water coming from? It's inside the building. That's where it's coming from. I wish there was a visual indicator of like, hey, not water source. This would be really helpful. The main thing is everything that's underneath. So it's nothing above. It's entirely everything that's below the blocks. For some reason, not all of it is connecting. It's only every block that's just basically above water that is on the bottom area. Huh, okay, well, let me get that. There's like one here for some reason still, even though I just filled all this in with water. And it's the same thing with you, okay. Nope. 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 Yeah, so it's all the buildings that I built before I encased everything in water. Um. And then all over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. My goodness. Why did I just hear water flow? Hold on. I think I just missed one. I know there's one somewhere around here. Where? Nope, it's somewhere. Oh, it's here. Oh, lovely here. Okay, cool. Where are you? Right here. Oh, no, there's another one. Where is it? Okay, almost done. On a pillar, it's fine. We'll eventually get to it. But my goodness. This entire floor is just all not source blocks. Even though it shows all source blocks. Where? Right here. Oh, right here. Okay. Fine. Oh, right here. You done? No more? Nope. There's okay. It's every time I say if we're done, it's just one other random little spot that. You know, it's one place in the water. Yeah, no, it's just it's pretty weird. It really is. Um, it's just such a hard visual indicator to actually like see. Okay, I think that actually is all of it. Never mind. There was one here. Here. I think there's another one. I just need to stop until I like actually don't see any more water flow. And stop saying I think that's the last one. Because it's just not gonna be. Double checking. Oh, hold on. One wants the torch, and one wants to just create in the entertain. Yeah. No, it's on this level. That's right here. Where is it? Here. Okay. Sound direction. I would love if there were better mods for sound direction. It's also just, it's not even so much the sound direction, it's just the visual of seeing the water move when it's like, when it is a full block. Because it's very, very subtle. It's not like it's lower than any other blocks. So it's quite difficult to see if I've actually right-clicked on that spot that I need to, or I missed something. Okay, but I think we're good. If there's more, I can do it later, but I think I got pretty much all of them. My goodness, that was way more than what it needed to be. I thought it was just a little bit of water. Nope, it was the entire bottom of, like, every single area. Okay, cool. Now we can go... Where are we wanting this way? We're gonna make this a storage room. So it's gonna be like barrels and chests and then a spawner. One of the biggest sidetracks that I had to fix. Alright, cool. Now then, this room... Actually, just real quickly, let me... Just like a storage supply closet, nothing too, nothing crazy. If I want to add any more in here, I can, but just for now, it's just gonna be a little simple storage supply closet. A locker? Yeah, I can do a locker. Yeah, that works. All right. Now, this room chat, both up here and down here, are gonna be little copper golem factory maker testing area. And for activities, well, it's where they build. It's where they get made, right? So I need like something that kind of just would like allow, right? Where people would like work on stuff and everything. So between the floors. So there's gonna be a like a little conveyor belt elevator thing that like could pull them up and whatnot. But again, we're kind of just building it out at the moment. All right, so like one thing that we can do, which would be really cool, is actually there's something that Legs had, and I want to copy it. Legs made something, and I want to put it in there. Where was it? It's one of these. It's this. I want to put this. We're gonna have to keep scrolling it. Actually, I can just. Oh, I can just press. Okay, that's easier. Okay, great generator. Well, I'm gonna have it at the bottom. I think it's a recycler. And I'm gonna put it at the bottom of that area because I feel like that's a good little spot for it. Because like it doesn't fit perfectly, but I can go here, put it back, put it to there. One more. There, right? Hold on. Put it up one. I'm gonna have it there for now. I need to turn my speed down because my goodness. Okay, yeah. So I need to take this, move that to there, move that there, take that, put the chain back to there. This needs to be rotated, so I need to rotate this. Nope, I need move. There, I want to rotate that way. And then I can break all this. I then get the first point, second point. Nope, I just want. Hold on. Cancel first point, second point, third point, scoot back one. There you go. And then I can scoot it over one. First point, second point, scoot over one. Cool. So now you have this little guy here. Because this is a recycler, and I feel like it kind of would be cool to have one down here. Just for like all resource-based purposes. Right? And then over here, what we can get is what is it called? Grindstones. Grindstones make a really good conveyor belt when you connect them up like this. Both conveyor belt and chains, especially when you add trapdoors to them. And then what you can do is you can take a copper golem and then put it like this. And so that way it's like that. And then we can make a machine that kind of is like producing said copper golems. I'm also going to switch this up and use waxed copper bulbs. And I'm going to power these on. So like it's running. And then use some tough brick, tough. That's actually a slab, so I can use that. Black concrete. So it gets produced, it gets made. I'm actually going to use normal copper. Or waxed copper. As it's like it's a rundown. Maybe some bulbs. Alright, get some observers. A wall. A wall, a stair. That works. And then a banner. You can go like, There, maybe? No. That, and then to there. That can be fitted to that. This can then just get this. And then get some chains and some of that. Walls, chains. Oh. Some redstone torches. Let me get some tough. Actually, polished deep slate. There you go. Lever. Button. Produces copper golems. Take some banners like that. Actually, banner curtain. Ooh, yeah, banner curtain there will actually look really nice. Like, it's just, it keeps it clean. And the half stair, maybe? Mistlit Moonlight, thank you for the resub at tier 1 for 3 months so far. It's all good if it's your last sub, that's fine. But I thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Do we do tough stairs and like do something like this maybe? I was like, where do we do copper stairs might be good. Waxed weathered copper stairs? Or exposed? Like this? Okay, I need a tough block. Actually, this one's better. Right there, like so. That connects, that then pivots into that. Yeah. With an iron trap. Without the iron trapdoors. The iron trapdoors just give it good dimension. Like, it just gives it a good, showcase of where things are. In Valley Heart, thank you for subbing for 3 months in advance. Thank you for that. Put rails on the grindstone. Rails might work. Maybe like activate. Ooh, maybe detector rails. Hold on. You cannot. Maybe if I force place. No. Game says no. Game does not like putting rails. Ooh, normal rails. Not normal rails, but not detect. Why not? Okay, so it can only be one. That's weird. Yeah, no, that unfortunately does not work. Good idea though. Good. I liked it. Good idea. But unfortunately, game said no. Now the question is though, where do we take this from here? Because we have it up to here, we have it to this point, right? I want to like make a hole here, maybe? Yeah, here. Yeah, here. Iron bars. Go across. Don't connect. Thank you very much. I wish there was a tool in Minecraft you can like right click on it. Like give us the Tinker tool concept of like the wand just so we can right click on items so we can like separate it for like this type of stuff. And then like they get sent up here. Right, like that's the idea. But how do we do? Yeah, like debug stick but in vanilla Minecraft, I'm saying. Because debug stick is a creative only thing. Bubble limiter? I mean, could do. But I'm like, how can we get like technical, like mechanical wise? Like, what is something that we can do that could represent them being lifted up and over? Like upwards, right? Like, that's what I'm trying. Not so much for the players, but for the robot. Could make a pipe. Could get some like white tinted glass. Make it into like a 3x1. Right, like I could do this. Taking this stuff here. Because they are only 1 block tall. Do something like that. This comes up. And then they get conveyor stair, maybe? No, not stair. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm thinking like crane or something. Right? Like maybe we take the concept of like this being a staircase and it's sort of just like they just get brought up like this. It's like I could why are they only oh, it's because I have force place on. I was like, why are they only facing one direction? Like I could do something like this. And it's like they're getting pushed upwards mechanically. Like it drops down and then it's a slab of some sort, or like a piston machine. Like we can get as silly technical redstone as we want that actually wouldn't make any proper sense, but like we can do whatever we want with this, right? Like it doesn't have to be It doesn't need to have flawless light. Exactly. But if we want to make it like seem like it works, we can just simply do it like this. Even though realistically redstone would not look like this, we can say it does. I actually want to see something. If I like just simply do this, does this actually work? Oh, it does. That's so funny. Yep. For those that are wondering why this is working, it's because target block is a block that you can put any signal into at any direction, and it will always send out a signal on every other side. Right? I could only just do it with redstone, but the target block's just easier. And then an observer basically sends a signal every time any type of block is updated. So right now it's air, but when I put like a redstone piece down on it, it will send the signal, which then forces the piston to activate, and then the piston is in front of the observer, so it keeps forcing the observer to activate over and over again. See? It's a very, very simplistic thing. That'll get him up the stairs. Exactly. Yeah. Nah, I think it's fine. We don't need glass. I think we do some glass here. Right. Almost a redstone. Yeah. Because it's always that little dot right there. Right? Like, that's what it's causing. Hmm. No, that wouldn't. I mean, no. So that would get put there, so then gets shoved down, up, and then they walk up, and then they go into a little bin here. Actually, I can just take these again, and I can do it this way. There we go, and then iron. Like that. I could probably just do that instead. There we go. Which they then just get placed to here. Wait, actually though, hold on. What if we instead we do that, right? We have this whole thing where it gets connected to there, right? We can do this. And it's like it just gets filled up. Like, they just get put into here. And then the scientists can take them out and then, like, start messing with them. They all get sat down. A giant crate. Well, that's what I'm doing. This is the idea. Robots in containment. It's not so much containment. It's just that they just get put to here and then it just gets updated. There we go. Cool. I need these so I can... That way it makes the most sense that these wouldn't fall. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to do glass. I'm going to do stained glass panes. Maybe. We'll see how that looks. No, it has to be these. Because I need enough space for an iron golem to walk on through here. Which I believe an iron golem should walk through here. Right, you have enough space for it? Yes, you do. Perfect. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Actually, it only needs to be this wide. I also want to make sure if someone falls down here, they can get out. Yeah, they'll be able to. Okay, cool. They can't get in, but they can get out. Awesome. Like, that's in, okay, they can get in through that way. That's fine. That's not too much of an issue. Because, again, you can get out. It's, I don't want people to get stuck. That is, like, the main concern. Might make that into a separate, I might just do, like, maybe a wall. Maybe these. Actually, great. Wax exposed grates. There we go. And then just a fence. Or glass. Actually, why don't we just do glass? And then yeah, you know, this to there. And then this to here. Cool. And then once again, we can do this whole thing where it's like that. Oh, 1 block tall. There. Lights can go on. That can go there. Banner can go there. And I'll just finish it. Actually, we'll do this. Cool. So if someone does get, like, decides to jump down here from here, they can't really go anywhere unless they check a pearl, and even then, it would just be like through there, but they can get out. So, like, can they not get out? Oh, you can't. Okay, no, you can't get out. You just go in the corner right here. So you aren't stuck. Sick. Okay, cool. I could actually bring this in as well. And then fill this all in with, not you, that. And then I can bring this all the way over. Cool. Perfect. Save some more space. Okay, now you can't get out though if I do that. I guess I'll just have to keep it as a staircase like that, just so it shows. Because you need to be able to jump over. You can't parkour. I'm trying to make it so even if you get stuck down here, you're not going to end up in a bad position. Nope. Need the piston. Alright, cool. And then there will be a chest down here. There'll be one chest there. There will be a workstation chest here. You will have the spawner here. There will be another chest here. So there's 3 chests down here. There's 1 chest up there. There's going to be another loot room in here that you need a key for. Alright, so this is a good start. We didn't fully finish everything, but we got a lot of it done. So we got that done. We've started working on this right here for now, which is good. We then have all the way up here we need to do, which we'll probably do aquariums, like fish here, sea coral in this one, plant life in general in here. And then it goes to here. And then we'll be finally done. I'll probably do all this off camera, probably Thursday-ish, tomorrow. So, or later tonight, one of the two. But, so far, so good. And yeah, then we'll be done. And then this entire massive build that we've been working on for like a week and a half now, should be good. And I like it. Turned out really, really nicely. You got like high tier loot room in here. If you want to get the mechanical robot parts, you have a spawner in here that you have to deal with, but then also the iron golem security drone that will spawn in here. So that will be nice. And then yeah, so this has been good so far. We need like dirty in here, make it a bit more worn down. Like, let me just do that to start with. There we go. Oh wait, I need that block. Okay. Well, all right, we'll just let me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Cool. Nice and easy to fix. Yeah, chat. We're gonna call it there for today. So I go, wait, it's after me. Yeah. Yep. Full iron golem, full HP, full health, custom coating. And that's why I want it big enough to fit through here so it will walk up the stairs. And then again, everything's in a 3x3 hallway. So you really can't run away from it unless you like go to here. But that's just wasting time. You know what I might do? Just because this is like a more secured location, quote unquote. I'm gonna do this. So even if someone then needs to run away, they can't lure the golem into a spot where they can just hit it from afar. The golem will just stay right here. Well, actually, hold on. That means they can then... I want it to be able to chase people, but also... You know, it's fine. If they run away, they run away. It'll chase after them. I think it's funny if you have a massive security robot just chasing after you. Because there's no place you can get up high enough from it. Like, you could run into here. But again, it's not going to do anything crazy. And if you have to take, like, 2 or 3 minutes to kill a robot, because you're, like, here, or even here, trying to hit it, right? Like, you have to do this to it. I might make a doorway for here. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Anyways, we're going to call it there for today. It looks so good. I'm so happy how it's turned out. But we're going to finish off like we normally do with a nice bit of Bell. Let it all render in. There's Bob the Blob in the background. Frames? You good? Frames? Why am I... Oh, that's why. There you go. SK mode survival. To do something. Some belling. Yep. End of stream. Bell time. All right, chat. We're gonna do our normal standard song today. Cool, awesome. Got that ready. Not yet, chat. Not yet. Hold on. But there we go. For those who don't know, though, whatever is Bell, for those that are wondering, this is Technoblade's Sellout Bell. And we have been doing is continuing his tradition at the end of stream, doing the Sellout Bell, but a little bit different. You do not have to donate or gift or do anything like that. If you tip or whatever, I appreciate it. But you do not have to, because the main thing is we kind of do a fun little 3-ish minute raid, or rave, I should say, 3-minute-ish rave. While I spam Bell, chant one of us, do the whole Prime spiel, while chat continuously chants one of us and Bell in the chat. So if you want to participate, you can join, you can just watch, but that's what we're doing here. So, with that being said, chat, let's begin, as always, and end the stream with the Sellout Bell. Oh, wait, hold on. Pause. Pause. You need to turn up the bell just a little bit more. You turn the bell just a bit more. Okay, now we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for the Sellout Bell. You know what that means? If you have a Prime sub, you might be able to want to give that to one of your favorite Twitch streamers. So what is a Prime sub, you might be wondering? You see, if you have Amazon Prime, that's basically a free sub that you can have for an entire month. And why not use it on me or on any of your favorite Twitch streamers? And you never know unless you check, because some people forget. With that being said, chat, I want to see y'all be spamming Bell. I want to see all you be spamming one of us, because it is time for the Sellout Bell. Bell, 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 bell. But that's right, chat. It is time for the Sellout Bell. I want to see y'all be spamming Bell. I want to see y'all be spamming one of us. I'm seeing a lot more bells than one of us's, chat. I want to see more one of us's. One of us. 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 Fatal, thank you for the 10 community gifted subs, and Nameless, thank you for the 2 community gifted subs. I appreciate it. Bell, 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 bell. One of us. 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 Bell, 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 bell. All right, chat, you guys got about a minute 20 left. A minute 20 left, chat. You are just over the halfway mark. I want to see y'all keep spamming Bell. I want to keep y'all see y'all keep spamming one of us. I want to see the chat half and half. Half Bell, half one of us for this last minute. bell, 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 bell. One of us, 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 one of us. Bell, 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 bell. All right, chat. 40 more seconds. I want to see y'all spam it as much as possible. 40 more seconds, chat. Bell, 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 bell. One of us, 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 one of us. Nice. Nicely done, chat. Well done. Again, thank you for the community gifted subs. I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys don't have to do that, but it's very kind and generous of y'all, so thank you for that. But with that, chat, we are going to call it for today. Bell is always a fun little thing to do. And we're going to raid into someone now. Alrighty, alright, chat. Let's see, who do we want to raid into? That is a good question. Let's raid into Apokuna. I feel that works. I've raided into Nom already recently. I've not raided into Apo in a while, so we're gonna raid into Apo. But thank you again, chat. Also, with that being said, it's the 18th, and so far, we are only 5 more subs away. Cannot be gifted, cannot be primed, but we are 5 more subs away from getting Partner Plus, which would be really cool. So it is quite doable, chat. We just need 5 more normal subs, and then we will be able to get it. So, super, super close. With that being said, chat, hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful stream. It seems like Apple, I think, is watching a movie right now. Maybe. It says building on Bannerfall, but like I just turned to Apo's stream. It was just 2 women making out. So you're about to witness something, chat. I don't know what, but thought it was an ad. I think it was a short. So join in on the raid. You can leave right on after if you need to. Best kind of stream. Anyway, so I hope you all had a wonderful time. And remember, as always, to abolish your regret. And I will see you all next time.